Hello student, in the last topic as I explained you why is it important to separate the religion from the state. I already explained you what is the reason behind this, and in the last video I even explained you what is Indian secularism. Now again I'm going to explain you what is Indian secularism. Okay, why the Indian secularism is different from other countries secularism, what secular practices we are performing in our country and why we are performing these all the things, and here we are giving the objectives to ensure the following things. Okay, now the first in that it is written that one religious community does not dominate another, means a single religious community will not dominate another religious community, because suppose in India we are here and here are the population of Hindu community is more than another community. Okay, so the Hindu will not dominate to another community because they are in majority. Majority means jada and minority means kam. Majority means up and minority means down. Okay, so it shows, so no one can dominate. Now in the second point that it is written over there that some members do not dominate other members of the same religious community. Now what is the meaning of that? Ki if some members are not dominated by the other religious member of that same community. So what is the meaning of this particular thing is, if the member of Hindu community is doing his work and he is on the higher position and another member is on the down position, so that down position member will not be dominated by the higher position member. Means if anyone is on the higher position from the community side, so that person will not be dominated by that higher position person. Means no one can dominate in the same community perspective also. Now here another one, the third one, that the state does not enforce any particular religion nor take away the religious freedom of individuals. Means the state will not take the freedom, okay, take away the religious freedom of individual. Means किसी की भी religious freedom ले नहीं सकती है state. There is no right in the hand of a government so take the freedom of religion from individuals. And even one more thing, state even not enforce, means no need, state will not having rights to force any individual person to follow that particular religion. Ki any particular religion you have to be followed, that particular thing will also not be done by any of the state member. Now here it is written some strategies if they have to follow this kind of thing, so what particular strategies they have to perform. Now I just want to explain you with this strategy. Means in our book also it is written the full paragraph after what is secularism, it is already mentioned over there, but I am taking one short review, one short thing from there, which kind of strategy will be followed by the Indian community, Indian people. The strategy of distancing itself from the religion. Okay, means any of the state leader would be take distance from any one religion, means he or she would not be support to any religion. Okay, now strategy of non-interference. Strategy of non-interference means they should not be interfere in any of the religious belief or practices. Non-interference means they should not be believe, they should not be practiced according to the choice of others, they should practice the thing according to their choice. All the things will be based on this particular thing. And strategy of intervention. Now if you are thinking ki, I am saying ki no one going to be interfere in that, and how they intervene in this, how they entered in this, so this is also there. Means no one will be having rights to do these kinds of things. Now I am explaining you this particular thing with the help of an example that is given in our book. Now here is an example that is given in your book also. So you can see this. Here is one person who is one student is there. Sir, there is a big religious festival next month. Means one religious festival is coming in the next month, and why don't we celebrate that festival? Who said this thing? Who said this thing? This is the incident of Simapur. Okay, this is the incident of Simapur. And at what place? Government high school. कहाँ पर था ये? कहाँ हुआ था? Government high school. And who said this thing? Rekha बोलती है सर से, sir, why don't we celebrate a religious festival, because a big religious festival is coming. So any kind of festival is coming, maybe Ganesh Chaturthi, maybe Diwali, maybe Holi, maybe Christmas, or either any of the festival, if big festival is coming. So sir is saying, no, it's not possible to celebrate a single religion here, because we are practicing as a government school. Means this is the school of government, and government should not be celebrate any of the festival, and even not promote any one religion. Even government not promote any one religion without the choice of others. Means it is not possible in the hand of a government to celebrate and give this kind of thing. Now if आपके दिमाग में क्वेश्चन आया होगा, why, if we will not having a right to celebrate one festival, okay, but we can celebrate all festival, we can celebrate all the festival, but why the sir said this thing, why they this discrimination is not there, why they have not ready to celebrate? Because it happened, if we have celebrated Holi festival, so any of the student who belongs to that particular region where Holi is the festival to celebrate, and they thought that कि फेस्टिवल बहुत अच्छे से मनाया क्या, बहुत अच्छे से हमने एंजॉय करा, बट सम टाइम इट हैपन कि Christmas is there, and because the Christmas is also celebrated on a very large scale and everything, but the student, those who belongs to that community, they can complain कि आपने होली तो बहुत अच्छे से मनाया था, बट आपने क्रिसमस इतने अच्छे से नहीं मनाया, आपने दिवाली तो बहुत अच्छे से मनाया, पर आपने ईद इतने अच्छे से नहीं मनाई. तो दिस काइंड ऑफ रिव्यूज, पॉइंट ऑफ व्यूज, एंड इवन वी विल से कि कोई कंप्लेन कर सकता है, सारी चीज़ें हो सकती है. तो this kind of situation will not occur. That's why they have ignored to celebrate the festival, because they even not ready to promote any single religion according to this particular thing. Okay, so this is the one example that is here. Now here again one more example is given in the storybook. So this is the example of one Sardar people, one Sikh people who wear the turban on his hand. Okay, who wear the turban on his hand, and one of the friend of his want to go for the bike riding for the long drive. So that both are ready, but one said that ki why don't you wear a helmet? Here helmet is very important to wear because it protect our head from the injury if we will fallen down and while accident. But that person said कि no one can come and intervene in my religious belief. Okay, no one can come and intervene in my religious belief, and if you will not wear, that second person is saying if you will not wear, then you have to pay the fine. And that sick person, what he said कि if I will wear a helmet, so it is not possible if I am wearing a turban on my head. Means अगर वो पगड़ी बांधे हुए हैं अपने सर के ऊपर, तो it is not possible for him to wear a helmet while the pagadi. So no one can take a fine to him, and no one charge, and no one intervene in my religious belief, and no one having rights to intervene in my thinking and on my religious practices. Okay, this particular strategies is also followed by the Indian government. Now here I am reading this for you, student. In the above storyboard, Paramjit and the Sikh youth does not have to wear a helmet. This is because of the Indian state. I recognize that wearing of pagri is central to Sikhs' religious practices, and in order not to interfere in this allows an exception in the law. Okay, this is allow an exception for them if they don't want. The third way in which Indian secularism works to prevent the domination listed earlier is through a strategy of intervention that I explain you. Intervention you read earlier in this chapter about the untouchability. This is the example of where member of the same religious upper caste Hindus dominate by the other member of the lower caste within order to prevent the religious based exclusion and discrimination. Lower caste and Indian constitution bends untouchability. In this means in this also the untouchability ground is also there. If someone wants to here is an example, it's written, I'll mark for you, upper caste and lower caste. So this kind of situation is also occur, and this particular thing is also written कि no one can violate the law, and even every individual is having an equal right, and in our fundamental rights no one is be treated as unequally, and even untouchables ground is not there. Every person, every individual in the country is respected by everyone, and state may have the intervene in the religious based personal laws of a community. Now intervene means if untouchable ground is there, then state can intervene and even promote that lower caste people if this kind of situation is occurred. Okay. Now these are the particular objective that is written over there. Now in this we can even say in USA the constitution is like that ki if the people are belongs to one community from the Christian community, so they can do their prayers and they can offer their prayer to their God. But if they belongs to some different religious beliefs, so they even not establish the legislature, because in the legislature it is not promoted by that country. So in India the secular practices is different from the other countries.